Yes, I'm all over the place today. Sorry, I have horrible lighting in here, and everything seems fine until I turn the camera on, and then it just gets darker. That's why I add pictures at the end with good lighting so you can see the results. And it's really hard for me to do this way because I can't really see what I'm doing too well. So, yeah, sorry. Hopefully someday I can have better lighting. I don't know. I wanted to show you guys, what did I do with it? I just had them. Oh, okay, yes. I know that I'm wearing the Younique Touch foundation. You can do contour and highlighting without a foundation because essentially what you're really doing is kind of combining colors on your face and highlighting parts and contouring parts to kind of chisel out your face and brighten your face. But you can also use it with your color foundation. So, and I normally wouldn't use the liquid touch foundation because it does dry to a powdery finish. But there's something that I'm going to do to show you guys something later. Yes, I'm kind of doing this in series because I don't want you guys I don't want you guys to have to suffer through it taking me like my normal routine because I'm slow at everything. So, the idea with contour and highlight, contour. Okay, we sell these in a set, and they come with two blending buds, the little one and the small one. Or, I'm sorry, the big one and the little one. And the first step is you want to wet the blending buds. Now, I had never used blending buds until I got these. And I'm like, what is this witchcraft when I use them? I mean, sometimes it's easier for me to use a tiny little brush to get detail in, which I need. But when it comes to actually blending it out, I prefer the blending buds. Just kind of use a patting motion. But you can also, if you don't want to go through all this, another trick is using a light concealer. Go under your eyes, you can go down your nose, up on your forehead, blend it all out, and then you can take a bronzer and do your contour. Now, when I'm done with this, I will set the contour and a highlight with a lighter powder and a darker powder. Basically, the lighter powder and a bronzer. But I'm going to show you all that step because I'm trying to keep these kind of as short as possible. Just because I don't want to make you guys have to sit here through me rambling. So I want to take a little bit of the product, put it on the back of my hand. Gets it warm that way, so it's a little bit more pliable and easy to deal with. Now, I use a stiff bristled brush, which is made for like liquid concealer, or I also use it with my splurge cream shadow. So you want to go back. Now, everybody is going to do this a little differently because of face shapes. The idea is you want to highlight like around your eyes and down the center of your nose, and you want to darken the areas or shade them in the areas that you want to slim down, I guess would be the right term. So kind of make a check mark. They don't have to match. And I'd kind of do this a little bit different than some because I have a slender face. So I don't have to do a whole lot of contouring, which ends up working out for me because that means less actual contour that I have to buy. Now, okay, it's already cutting off. I figured it would. A little bit more of this one. I'm not using a lot of this And our BB cream, you can use it as a foundation. It would just be like a light coverage. In fact, for a long time, our BB cream is all I really used until I decided to try the Mineral Touch line, which I have all of our foundations, and I use them all depending on what I'm going for that day. So, always go down the center of the nose. And get the Cupid's bow because you definitely want to draw attention to it. Define the lips a little more. And then the chin. And then what I'm going to do, because I do have such a slender face, I am going to put a little here where a lot of you would normally want to put your contour. Oh, I got that on the end of my thing. Just because I do have such a slender face, I don't want to overdo it with the contour and then make my face look even skinnier. It's just a preference. But you always want to go just above the brow bone to highlight the eyes. And then normally you would measure 2 finger lengths below, and then you come in with the contour here. What I'll do is, right here's my cheekbone, so that right there would be 1 finger length. There would be 2. I'm going to come in with the contour here. Just because I don't really need to worry about slenderizing my face too much. It's a blessing and a curse. I hate being so small. Now, I'm going to move on. Now, that's the lightest color. And you want to go 2 shades lighter, 2 shades darker than your normal color. Just for, I mean, you can go darker, I guess, depending on how dramatic you want. But in everyday life, you're not going to want to be that dramatic with it. So I use the lightest one, and then I use a shade called it's caramel. So
well, I was on a bus coming from Detroit. We were on a bus for 2 days. I met this guy named Clifton. You met a guy on a bus? Yeah. Okay. So, be the first
now, you want to kind of take it up into your hairline. Now, I have a larger forehead, so this is where I would concentrate most of my contouring, is right along in here, because it is just large. I'm okay with that. Everybody is different. We're all beautiful, with or without makeup. Don't let anybody tell you any different. So, what I'll do is
beyond just that 3-day bus trip or whatever. Yeah, once we was on the bus for 3 days, and when he got off, he gave me his number. He got off? Yeah, so we was texting. We were texting for quite a while, and then it just started to fizzle. Like, he just started texting me, he got busy. Oh, I see. So in the beginning, we were texting a lot, but not so much anymore. Yeah.
Cherry Springer's back on. This is all I've done this morning.
Yeah.
But it's fun. And then you want to go along your jawline. To kind of chisel everything. And then I'll just take the extra that I have and kind of dab it up here.
Hey Clifton, welcome to the show.
Now, what I want to do is, naturally, I want to start with the lighter color. Now, remember, these are wet and they're really spongy. You want to wet them so they don't pick up a whole lot of the product, so you're not wasting it. So, why did I watch these daytime shows? So, the thing too about using these sponges is wet. Not only do you not waste product, which I feel like kind of gives you a bit of a younger look, I guess, and a brighter look. Now, now, see, go in, get the darker. I like to go light first, then dark, just because I don't want to darken in my light areas. There we go. Gotta love cherry. Oh, and see, it looks like I'm beating myself to death. I promise that is not the case. These are, like I said, really spongy. So, I am not. That is not the case at all. You want to bring it down so you kind of blend in under your neck. And remember, go back in the hairline because you don't want to leave that. The biggest thing with this is you do not want to leave a line of any sort. And I keep seeing shadows, but see, that's just, then I'll go through and add my blush and then the after pictures will show the finished product with everything properly blended and with the blush applied, so you know what the finished look looks like. And then I'll do another video showing you guys the splurge shadow, I guess. I'll do another video showing you the splurge shadow because I haven't done that yet. It cut off. Anyway, this is blended. This is done. So what I want to do next is wash these out and then let them air dry. And I'm going to take pictures and I'll add them to the end of this video to show you what the finished look is. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. Anything else you want to know, leave comments and I will see what I can do.